Here she is. The slab all planed up. Oh yes! Unbelievable. Honestly, this thing looks and feels amazing. So basically I've got a thickness, I don't know what the thickness is anymore. They put it through a thicknesser. So I'm not sure what the depth? Yeah, what the depth is anymore. I think it's around 20-30 mil. But I wanted to get it out and have a look at it, but I'm not that blessed with good weather today. So I'm going to leave it in there for the moment and I'll show you that properly later. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do today, I've made that little step up there at the bottom, so if your feet don't kick it. So I'm just going to put a bit of ply on top of that for everything to sit on, basically. So yeah, first job is cut a bit of ply to go in there. I think I've got an offcut just here that will go perfect for it. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, I've chucked that bottom on. And also I've put some nice uprights in. I'll show you these, they're really nice. I got them off the pallets. They're not the pallet, the top slats, they're the structural bit underneath. But they look really cool because they've got all these marks, you know, like, and nails in them and that. So I used them at the end there. And I made a nice little sort of opening, I suppose, because then the I haven't got any pallet wood here, but basically the pallet wood would sit on the front here and it would all sit flush there, you know, like, imagine the pallet wood's thin, it would sit, yeah, and over the, you know, I'll show you that when I get to it, but yeah, so that's quite nice. And I've got two of these roughly, and the sink's sort of going to go here. Basically, that's the sink. Yeah, it's pretty much going to sit almost at that height as well, right in the middle of the window. Bosh, there. Perfect. Oh, that's ideal, man. Alright, so my next job is to cut that slab in. So basically I've got to cut the worktop in here. And I'd recommend, just to be safe, I'm going to sacrifice a piece of ply down there, basically. And I'm going to cut that in, because you don't want to take measurements and just go straight on there, because, oh my, it'll go so wrong. And that's the sort of thing you can't make a mistake on. So I'm going to make a mock worktop basically and chuck that in. Once that's perfect, I can draw around the actual slab and then cut that in. So let's try and make this mock slab again on a Saturday morning. I like making mock things on Saturday mornings. All the way around. There it is. Quite tight. Alright, I just spent the last half an hour working this thing out. It's quite complicated because, so that's where I reckon the sink wants to go, obviously right in the middle of the window. It was quite difficult though because I want it to sit down in here. Obviously it's not going to sit on top, obviously it's going to sit like down there like that in there. But then if I make the hole too big, it will just go through. If I make it too short, it will just sit up here. So it's got to be like millimeters perfect. So I've made what I think is the right hole, but how many times have I ever said that? So I'm just going to cut it out. As I say, it's a rough bit of ply anyway, so cut it out and see what happens. Yeah, down the world, down, it is a part like nobody business. There's a law in the nice follow me down the world, down, it is a part like nobody business. There's a law in the nice Alright, there we have it. I think that's about where I want it. I mean, that's the highest I want it, so I might want it to go a little bit lower, but I can do that on the slab. At least I've got the highest point for the slab. So yeah, pretty happy with this worktop. All nice and central, lovely. And basically I think now, I always think there's like a million and one things for me to do before getting that slab, but now I'm like, I think I just get the slab and cut it. Anyway, let's go have a look at this absolute beautiful piece of wood. Oh yes. And there it is. Look at that absolute stunning piece of French oak. Gorgeous. Yeah, with the waney edge along the side here. That's the side I'm going to be using because it sort of swoops that way, which is nice. Okay, I marked it up. I keep on like looking at it and thinking, right, is it okay? Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. Is it okay? Have I forgotten anything? Have I? Right? Oh, I'm terrified to cut it. I'm just going to cut it. Alright, there we go, the big moment. She's come up to shape. What a sick kitchen worktop this is. Let's chuck her in. Woo! Oh my god! Look at that. And the bit at the end. Oh wow. Absolutely chuffed. Phenomenal. Look at that. There it is. Brilliant how it ended at the end there. You see that nice little, I was hoping for that. But yeah, what a gorgeous kitchen worktop. And luckily all the knots as well, pretty much in there. So, wow. I mean, just look at that. Yeah. Gorgeous. Alright, here we go again. Let's cut the sink out. Terrified. Absolutely terrified. Shite.
Don't wanna leave this life, leave it home. What happens in the habits when it's getting late? Is this real life music? This ain't no mistake. So grab your family and fence your thing. Consider about the plan once you get hooked up. Got thousands of friends just.
Oh God. Brilliant. Literally just, oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. What? Right, stop. Everybody shush. Brilliant. This is bloody brilliant. Look at that. I've just chucked it in there and the way it just works with that veiny edge. Oh mate! Oh my lord! I am so happy with this. I haven't even like got to staining it or finishing it or anything, but wow! Bit of a tidy up.
It's a party like nobody business. There's a nights to
Okay, the next exciting job is extractor fan for the shower. I managed to find these 12-volt fans because normally the household ones, if you want to find a household one, you have to get a transformer, and I was like, Christ, why don't you transform? Anyway, found one I found online, 12-volt, and tried it. It works. And I'm literally just going to put it, bam, there, and it's just going to go straight to the outside, pretty much. So I'm just going to drill a massive hole in the side of the wall, and yeah, see what happens, as always. Okay, I've been looking at it and had a few ideas. I'm going to modify it a little bit. I'm going to cut some bits off of it and this, that and the other so it sits all flush and you might not even see it, is the idea. Let's mess this thing up. There we go, and just like everything else, it doesn't need to be look pretty because that should go. Boom! Right, now for the outside. Exciting moment. I fitted the extractor fan and even wired it up for you. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh! You can even see how the little flap opens outside. Oh, closed. There it is, my little hood. Yeah, and then under here, as I showed you earlier, the flap, and you can see that little flap there. Woo! So yeah, pretty happy with that. Okay, new day at the bus, and new exciting task, I guess. So this is a consumer unit. This thing here looks mental. I think it does anyway. And basically, up until like a few days ago, I'd never even heard of it, to be honest. Like, they were always in houses, I've always seen them in houses, but I'd never even touched them because it was just always like, why would I? Because on-site electricians, that I wouldn't even go near it. It's the mains, it's dangerous, I suppose. So I've only just recently started researching about it and just figuring out how to wire one up, like with all these like MCBs, like what the hell they do. And I've just literally been staring at the computer for days, just like trying to figure out how to wire one of these things. And I had an electrician at work, so I was asking him questions, which was so helpful. Them questions, John and Jez, cheers. So I think I've got the idea. So what I've done basically is, maybe it isn't the best idea to tell you what I'm doing. I'll show you a montage of me doing it, and then I'll explain at the end. Easier. Roll the montage. I'm not sure how that was for a montage, but I'll show you where I'm at. As I say, just racking my brains again. I've been like, I had to bring the laptop in and all these notes that I was trying to figure out. But basically, I'll show you what I've done. Right, so I put this in this morning. It's a 240 mains or shore power, and a little blue 240 socket goes in there. Black plastic, unfortunately, but there's nothing. They don't do it in anything else. And then it comes in here. Ignore this wire, but this big fat wire here. It's 2.5mm 3-core flex Arctic wire, cable, whatever. Anyway, and that comes through here and into here. And then this is a consumer unit. This is the RCD, and this is an MBC. And basically what happens is the mains comes through here, goes into the RCD, which is basically a trip. And then from there, it goes, spreads out to all these. And then you put each RCD in for each, well, for however many you want. But I'm putting an MCB in for each socket. So I've got one MCB in here that comes off all this power, and then it goes out down here. And this is going to be my socket for my water heater and heating when I'm on mains. And then likewise I put another MCB in here, and that will run all the way to the fridge, and then put another MCB in, that will run to the washing machine. And this is basically an earth, so I'm going to just join it onto that cable, going to go down onto, and that's going to earth onto the chassis, and then that'll earth onto the box, and then obviously it's earth there, and every plug is earth, so it's all safe and good. I'm quite happy with myself, because when I started looking at the electrics, obviously, I'm like flipping out. Because with these sort of conversions, you've got a 240 system, you've got a 12 volt system, and they all cross and talk to each other when you're plugged in. The batteries, you know, the 240 battery charger charges the solar panel batteries, and when you're on solar or 12 volt, then the 12 volt batteries charge things that it's just crazy. It's just going all over the but yeah, I'm getting my head around it. So it's so good. I love it when I get my head around things. I'm exhausted. I've got a few more little bits to do, but nothing interesting. I guess I'll see you next weekend.